They are two sides of the same psychic coin, two products of the same twisted experiment. But to beat Vecna, the heroes must understand one critical truth. His power is fundamentally different from Eleven's. Here we will discuss all main differences. The source and origin of power. The crucial divergence between Eleven and Vecna lies in the origin of their gifts. Eleven's powers are synthetic, or manufactured. Her mother, Terry Ives, participated in the Project MK Ultra experiments while pregnant, exposing Eleven to psychotropic drugs and sensory deprivation. This exposure acted as a catalyst, essentially switching on a latent ability within her brain. Her power is fueled by raw emotion fear, anger, and love, and requires tremendous concentration, which often results in severe physical strain, including bloody noses and temporary loss of strength. She is a powerhouse, but her battery drains. In contrast, Vecna's power is natural and inherent. Henry Creel was born with his abilities, an anomaly in human genetics. He was a natural psychic, possessing immense telepathy and psychokinesis from childhood, long before he entered Hawkins' lab. Dr. Brenner did not create Henry's abilities. He only sought to understand and amplify them. This makes Henry's power fundamentally more stable and consistently available. When Eleven banished him to the Upside Down, his innate power was then amplified and corrupted by the Mind Flayer's particles, transforming him into the withered, vine-covered Vecna. His power source evolved from purely genetic to a horrific hybrid of psychic ability fused with dimensional horror. The method of attack and intent. The way they use their abilities highlights the chasm between the two rivals. Eleven primarily relies on physical, direct action. Her powers are kinetic, throwing enemies, derailing trains, creating portals, and stopping vehicles. She uses her powers externally to protect her loved ones and physically seal threats. Her telepathy is often used for simple communication, or scrying, a form of psychic remote viewing used to locate others in real time. She is a battering ram, using force to solve physical problems. Vecna's method, however, is internal, psychological, and precise. He is not a physical threat initially. He is a mental predator. He attacks by projecting himself into the minds of his victims, exploiting their deepest trauma, guilt, and regret. His process is ritualistic, visions, haunting, and finally, the horrific, bone-snapping completion of the curse. He uses his power to dominate, destroy, and consume, not protect. Furthermore, Vecna possesses an ability Eleven has not demonstrated: the power to project his consciousness and establish a mental connection over vast distances within the Upside Down, allowing him to orchestrate his entire operation from a central location. This difference in method reflects their core intent. L defends life. Vecna weaponizes pain. Limitations and weaknesses. Their weaknesses provide the clearest battle plan for the heroes. Eleven's main limitation is physical depletion. Overuse of her powers leaves her weak, temporarily powerless, and susceptible to injury. Her abilities are also limited by distance and line of sight. She often needs to be near her target to deliver the greatest impact. Her power can be stopped by physical barriers, or by being overwhelmed by stronger, sustained forces, as seen when she struggled against the Mind Flayer in Season 3. Vecna's weaknesses are almost entirely psychic and emotional. Because he attacks the mind, his curse can be broken by anchoring the victim to reality through powerful, happy memories, most famously demonstrated by Max Mayfield using her favorite music. Music acts as a psychic life raft, pulling the mind out of Vecna's mental plane. Another critical weakness is that the completion of his curse requires 4 victims to open the massive, ritualistic gates required for the full invasion. He cannot simply breach the world. He needs to systematically murder and harness that energy. Finally, his physical body remains vulnerable in the Upside Down, while his consciousness is elsewhere, making him susceptible to counterattack by the Hawkins group once his location is discovered.